Okay, so this is the Suunto D4i Novo Black, the 2014 version of the D4i. It's a very popular watch in the freediving world, and in the scuba diving world it's probably the most popular watch. So I thought I'd better do a review of it. So let's take a look at this watch. Let's open the box. There's the D4i. We'll take a look at that in a second. Let's open it up again. Got a strap extension if you're using a thick wetsuit or a dry suit. We've got a USB cable that comes standard in the box, so you can connect it to your PC, and I will do a video on that later, so I'm going to show you that. These are screen protectors. Apply that to the front of your watch face. Some warranty or guarantee information, and this is a CD-ROM at the bottom. I won't take that out. CD-ROM has got the manual on it. Alright, so here it is. Here's the D4i Novo Black. It's definitely the best looking freediving watch on the market. I mean, that is my opinion, but I think this thing is really smart. Definitely the best looking dive watch. Metal buttons now, metal rim, the super soft silicone strap. This is the best strap on all of the watches that I've tried. It's just so soft, so flexible, so comfortable. A nice wide buckle on the back. Really great stop. Two sort of catcher things to when you put the watch together. These kind of actually have got like a groove in it that catches these over here. So on the external of the watch, I can only say it just looks absolutely fabulous. Here's the speaker on the side. The speaker is really loud and clear, so that's really great. This is the PC interface over here. On the back we can see Suunto D4i, made in Finland, and the watch's serial number. Okay, so looking at the interface, we're now at the time screen, so it shows the time, date, day of the week. Does not show seconds unless you push a button to see the seconds. They say that is to save battery. It's got a stopwatch and timers, things like that, so you can time your statics, etc. But the most important parts are in the mode. So if we go into mode, we've got a dive mode, we've got air, we've got nitrox, and we've got free dive mode, and we've got off. So when it's off, the watch won't activate at all. Let's go into air. So I'm going to hit mode, go into air. So this is a scuba diving mode. It checks to see there's no dead pixels in the screen, because you wouldn't want to go down on a scuba dive and only later find out that maybe your remaining air time was not displaying or something like that. So that's why it does the full check. I'm not an expert in scuba diving, but I can see here's your surface time, and here's your no-fly time. Current depth, well, I'm on land, so it's 0. Max depth, dive time. I don't know what it looks like when you scuba dive, because I've never scuba dived with this yet. So tell you what, let's go into something I'm more familiar with. Free, checks again. Battery is okay. Okay, meter, surface time, max depth, dive time. And if you want to see this watch in action, you can see it in my comparison video. I'll put a link to that in the description. So yeah, remember this is air, nitrox, and free dive. Okay, there's a logbook, memory logbook. Wow, that's showing my last dive, 25.1 meters. I can see the time of day, the date, the time of day, the dive time. So 25 meters, 2 minutes 26 seconds at 1:45 p.m. and I can cycle 25.3 to 2 minutes 2 seconds. Alright, so that's the log feature, and back to the time. in the, okay, I'm going to go into the freediving mode. Once you're in the freediving mode, you have tons of options to set up. So I'm going to hold this down. Freedive settings. Okay, so I've got my depth alarms, depth notifier, depth alarm. So I'm going to select, I'm going to go in there. Okay, so I've got, this is depth alarm 1, depth alarm 2. You can see I've set it to 15 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters. Oh, and I've turned that one off and this one off. So yeah, you don't have to use all the depth alarms. So what am I using? I'm using 1, 2, and 3, and I turn my 4th and 5th ones off. I'm not using them. All right, let's jump out. Depth notify, depth alarm. This is just an extra alarm, so I suppose you could assume you have 6 alarms. This alarm is common across Scuba, nitrox, and the free mode. So this is just a, I don't like an extra one. Let's jump out. Depth alarm, dive time alarm. Let's have a look at that. So at a certain time, this is set to 1 minute. I can trigger the watch to beep. Surface notify, so I can set the watch to beep. Once I've been on the surface, let's say 1 minute or 2 minutes, I can set the watch to beep to notify me that I'm okay to dive again. Sample rate, okay. Important, you've got 3 settings. Okay, you got 3 options: 1 second, 2 seconds, and 5 seconds. You need to set this to 1 second. Otherwise, for freediving, it's going to be completely useless. 2 seconds is too long. 5 seconds is way too long. So when you buy the watch, make sure you come in here and you set the sample rate to 1 second. Otherwise, the depth is going to be lagging behind where you actually are in the water. All right, so sample rate. But of course, sorry, let me just add that a lower sample rate will improve the battery life. Let's get out. Last one, units. So we can switch between metric, and of course if you live in the United States you can choose imperial. All right, so let's get out of here. So that was the setup for the freediving mode. Because I'm a freediver, I'm not going to talk too much about the scuba options because I'm not an expert. What is this? Nitrox. Air. Oh, is that air? Let's have a look. Air dive settings. Altitude. Okay, so if you're diving in a lake above the surface. Tank pressure, because this watch has an option to pair with a pressure gauge reader which attaches to your scuba tank. Tank pressure alarm. Depth alarm. Dive time alarm. Sample rate. These sample rates are much longer. I think it's got like, let's have a look, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. All right, let's get out of there. Deep stop. Deep stop on and off. I don't know what that is. I'm not a scuba diver. Airtime. Oh, that's to display the airtime on the display or not. Because normally your airtime is coming off your tank on a analog pressure gauge. But if you have the transmitter, then you can pair it to show your airtime as well. And let's have a look, units again. All right, so let's get out there. And let's go, planning. I don't know anything about planning. Let's go back to off. Off. Okay, we're back at the time. Okay, so my impressions of this watch. Absolutely beautiful watch, absolutely styling. It looks so good. The design is really great. Can you wear this watch as an everyday watch? Yes, you can. I've worn this to work quite a few times. It was really comfortable. I really enjoyed wearing it. It's light. It's got a soft strap. It's really great. The one reason why I would say give a bit of caution about buying this watch is that the battery is not user replaceable. If you try to change this battery yourself, you will lose your guarantee. If you make a mistake changing the battery yourself, your watch is finished. You get one chance. You make one mistake, this watch is finished. So if you want this really expensive dive watch to last a long time, when you change the battery, you got to send it into the service center, and that costs a lot of money. I'm not sure if it costs something like 50 or 55 US dollars, but it is not cheap. And if you've got a service center in your city, then maybe it's still okay for you to send it in there and change it. But if you live on some desert island or somewhere out, you know, far away from civilization, and you're freediving there, and you need to change the battery, that could potentially be a problem. So think about the battery changes. Remember the Aeris F10. I don't really want to talk about the Aeris F10 too much, but just remember the Aeris F10 is a user replaceable battery, and I've changed this battery myself 3 or 4 times already. But with the Suunto, I'm going to have to send this back into the dive center, and I'm not looking forward to that. So seriously consider that point. That is, however, the only negative point that I can think of on the Suunto D4i, besides maybe its price. But yeah, other than the battery change, this is a great watch. Definitely consider it if you're looking for a freediving watch. Yeah, I don't have much more to say about it. And I just want to say that we'll probably continue to use this for the next year or so, just for a change, just to see how it goes. And yeah, that's the Suunto D4i Novo Black.